What is up, everyone? MurrayNJ08 is here with your weekly channel update. This one's going to be a big one. That's right, I'm calling this one the big one. This is a very big channel update. It's a very important update. I know that's cliche on the channel. I say that a lot. But this channel update, I truthfully believe you should definitely stay and listen to what I have to say, especially those of you that follow me, because there's a lot coming. There's a lot coming to the channel in general. I'm going to also talk about what's coming this week. Let's talk about what's been happening a lot. We've been doing my Android app reviews. That finally continued. Episode 3, we covered the video game Jack and Jill, which is an awesome, retro-inspired Kirby-ish kind of Game Boy endless runner platformer. You definitely want to check it out. I've been testing some Twitch TV streams of Titanfall, so you can check that out. Of course, we had our big mega unboxing that I promised. It was the Samsung Galaxy S5. Please stay tuned for that. I will be doing an update of a review on it. And actually, I just got done recording what's on my Samsung Galaxy S5, so you'll be seeing that this week. As I talk about the, various home screens and the different apps that I use and which ones I use the most. New apps that I added since I got the phone, as opposed to what I had on the S4. So you definitely want to check that out. That'll be happening soon. Questions for the Goof, which is now called Q&A with Sean. Episode 5 happened, and I'm super pumped. Finally, my brand new live broad podcast, MurrayNJ08 Live, Episode 1. Phenomenal. I've been getting amazing responses, even right up until today. People seem to love it. They're waiting for the next one. They can't wait. I talked about my E3 special in June. They're really looking forward to more podcasts. It was a pretty big hit. People really seemed to enjoy it, and they were really tuning in and asking some phenomenal questions. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare continued. We started doing a test stream of that on Twitch. I uploaded that footage, so check that out if you haven't. There's tons more coming as far as Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, and there's tons more coming of Titanfall as well. And that was everything since our last update. It seems like forever, and it was a pretty jam-packed week, as you can see, and there's even more coming this week. So, what's coming this week? Well, I got something real big to discuss with you guys. Actually, two things, but I'll save those two things for the end. Let's talk about what's coming. Now, those of you that follow me, know that I have an advantage with this channel. I know I say this over and over again, but you have to understand sometimes there's people tuning in for the first time that haven't been subscribed or followed me. We don't do, all the newest stuff on MurrayNJ08. It's not always what's new, what's trending. We could go back and do things from months and years ago. That's one thing that I love about this channel, is that I'm not pressured like a lot of these big YouTubers with, the thousands of views and subscribers. And that's fine. That's what they do. That's not what I'm about. I'll cover the newest stuff just as much as them, and I love release day stuff. But what's nice is that I'm not worried that, I'm going to be covering Final Fantasy Lightning Returns on here. That's been out. But that's fine. I'm just getting to it. I'm just getting to it on the channel. And people seem to enjoy the commentary, and they don't mind watching it, even if they've seen gameplay footage, or sometimes they never did see it. They are checking it out for the first time, or they're waiting for me to upload it. That's great. But, that's what I love about my channel. There's no pressure. It's nice. We go back. We play stuff from months ago, years ago, stuff that I missed while I was down in Florida. I'm catching up. And it's nice about MurrayNJ08 is that we mix it up here as far as new, old, real old, retro, and maybe something that just recently came out last month or the beginning of the year. So I will be going back and going over everything I missed. The Wolf Among Us Episode 3, A Crooked Mile, is out now. But I don't want to do that yet because, people really seem to love Episode 1 on my channel, and I never did record Episode 2. So I want to do Episode 2 first, so that will be coming soon, and then we could jump right into 3. Same with The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead Episode 3 hasn't come out yet, but I didn't cover Episode 2 yet on here either. So expect to see that. Expect to see things that I've missed. Expect to see new things. It's going to be huge in May. We're going to have Watch Dogs, Wolfenstein: The New Order. Games that I'm really looking forward to. Mario Kart 8. I'm extremely anticipating those 3 titles. We got some great indies coming. I want to cover Daylight on PSN. Um, Velocity X2, I believe it's called, on PSN. That's coming. I want to really enjoy all those games on here when they come out, and I'm looking forward to them. Um, but like I said, with MurrayNJ08, we go back and we play older stuff or stuff that we missed. For example, on the PS4, I hope to cover Thief. I hope to cover, and I'm giving you guys not just this week, in general, what's coming. It may not be this week, it may be the following week. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze I want to cover on here. All the stuff that I missed while I was in Florida. And I have an alarm going off here. Anyway, that's the new phone, actually. With my Dark Souls 2 wallpaper. Exactly my next point. Dark Souls 2 is going to be the continuous play on here. Now, what does that mean, continuous gameplay? Kind of like what I did with, The Last of Us. Again, what's nice about the channel is I don't have to rush. I don't have to get things out while they're new. I can take my time. And I picked Dark Souls 2 to be one that I go back to from time to time. I don't want to rush it like everybody's doing. I want to enjoy it. I want to take my time. I want to build my character. Dark Souls is such a fantastic freaking game with wonderful worlds and wonderful detail, and I want to enjoy it. And I figure that's a great game to cover on the channel through time. So maybe a little bit this week, maybe a little bit next week, maybe a little bit the following week. We'll test things out, we'll fight some bosses, and play it over a course of time. Of course, my other continuous playthrough is Titanfall, which you're going to be seeing a lot more this week. Actually, that's another game that's coming up that I got a few more parts recorded for, and that's also my downtime game. You'll see more of that soon. I've been also doing that with Plants vs. Zombies. I got quite a bit covered for that. And also, there's a lot of other things coming as well. Okay? I've been going back and I've been recording and playing a lot of older games and getting ready to debut them. So stuff is recorded. It's just a matter of when I'm going to upload it. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, I still haven't covered on the channel yet, and it's absolutely amazing. I really did enjoy it. I want to share these things with you. Even if I have to go back, I want to be able to bring them to you. So that's a lot that's coming. So this week, you could definitely expect more Titanfall matches. You could expect maybe a new app review, either iOS or Android. I'm not sure. We have a lot of unboxings. There's strategy guide unboxings coming. I have music and gaming unboxings coming. There's actually something else I want to talk to you about that's coming, but I'm going to say it in a little bit. I'm trying to do all this from memory here. I don't have nothing written down when I do these channel updates. And Final Fantasy this week. And there'll be a couple surprises here and there too. Maybe a gameplay playthrough or so. Now, we also have a new Shaw Checks It Out on the way, but also a new gaming pickups. I haven't done one of the gaming pickups in a while. And I'm waiting because I'm actually going to a gaming show, a hobby figurine collector's show, at the end of the month. They're actually going to be selling figurines, memorabilia. I'm buying it all. I know, unfortunately enough, my fiance knows the guy that works at one of the places that's doing this, and he's giving me a heads up of what's coming. And I'm putting some stuff aside. I'm super psyched, and I don't want to do the gaming pickups until I get those, so this way that I can show you everything that I got. So this will probably go all the way back to January, everything I had since then. It's going to be the new stuff, old stuff that I picked up while I was in Florida, retro stuff, and of course a lot of these figurines. I got an amazing, beautiful chess set, a Mario Brothers chess set. It's very rare. Collector's item. I want to show that. And like I said, I'm going to be picking up a lot of figurines and more memorabilia. I said to myself, I might as well just wait to get that so I don't have to wait to put it in the following pickups video. So my gaming memorabilia and pickups and finds is coming soon. Probably right after the show, right after I go to the gaming thing and buy the stuff. So when I come home with this figurines and the memorabilia, I'll be sharing that with you guys. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm going to be getting some amazing things for the ever-growing collection. Maybe we can find some real rare stuff to cover for you guys. And with that being said, the other thing is that I want to talk about is two big things. One thing you've heard me talk about, and that's direct capture. And believe it or not, it's coming sooner than you think. I'm going to give you guys an estimate. I'm figuring around the middle to end of May. That's right. Direct capture. I finally got it down what I'm going to be getting. I got all the PVRs, the direct capture. I got the gaming headsets. I actually just got my professional studio recording mic with table stand today. This is a phenomenal mic. I've been looking it up. Professional gamers have been using it on big gaming media sites. It's phenomenal. I've been testing the quality of it. The quality of the voice is phenomenal. It's like near podcast radio quality. I can't wait. I'm going to have a killer setup. I'm actually super pumped. I'm going to have like a professional setup. And it's been a long time coming. I got to be honest with you guys. I'm super pumped. I know I've been doing it old school, but I'm so freaking tired of doing it that way with the tripod, and I'm boarding up my windows and making sure that the blinds are shut during the day so no light comes in, and you know, I'm done with that. I was there. That was the time, starting, and it was the easy at the time thing to do and the cheaper thing to do. And now that I'm doing this almost full time now, and I got so much games to cover, and people now I've been gaining subs, and now people are requesting things and wanting things. It's just the way to go. It's gonna be so much better. The quality is gonna be amazing. I'm gonna have a decked out setup. Which leads me to my next question. I cannot wait to try stuff out. I may even go back and do stuff again that I did just because of the quality. I may be saving things and not jumping into them for a reason because I'm waiting for direct capture. I was thinking about doing that for Dark Souls 2. Maybe I won't start that yet. Or Final Fantasy X. My ongoing playthroughs. Maybe I'll wait. I'm not sure. Like I said, it should be maybe in time for Watch Dogs, I hope. These are all things I would love to cover with direct capture. And when I first get it, you're going to probably see tons of videos, test videos of me trying shit out. You're going to be seeing that on the channel. It's going to be a direct capture marathon. And then what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to unbox my setup so you can see what I'm buying. Then what I'm going to do is also afterwards, after I get everything nailed down and I start recording, I'm going to actually do a room tour with my direct capture setup so you guys can actually see what I'm working with here. I'll show you my headset setup, how my PVR, how my direct capture is hooked up to the systems, how I'm boosting the audio, how I'm doing my microphone, how I'm doing it with Twitch, how I'm hooking it up to the PC. You guys are going to see everything. I'm going to actually give you a room tour once my direct capture setup is done. And then I'll actually even show you the older way that I used to do it with the camcorder and the tripod, which I still have a lot of footage from. My goal is I don't want to start direct capture and then have stuff on the hard drive from the old camera and upload it. So my goal is to finish, by the end of May, finish all my footage that I recorded the old way with the tripod and the camcorder, get that uploaded first. This way, once I get direct capture, I can start recording fresh. And then everything you see on the channel from there on in is from direct capture. I'm super excited, as you can tell. I can't wait. I'm freaking ready. I'm super pumped. I'm full head with this. So, I hope you join me. MurrayNJ08 is just going to get better. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead because the channel's going to be awesome. I don't have a lot of views. I don't have a lot of these big YouTuber subscriptions that a lot of people have. I don't do everything new. I go back. We're very easy going on here. But you know what? I'm having a blast doing it. The other person said, how do you deal with the haters? Do you get a lot of that on your channel? I call them the no-lifers. They have something to say. Oh my God, this game came out months ago. Oh my God, what are you doing? Why are you taking so long? You go on their channel. They have 0 subscriptions, 0 videos to upload. They have no purpose in life. They're well hated. That's fine. I'm over here enjoying doing what I love doing since I was a kid. Going back, playing games that I grew up with. Going back, playing games that I might have missed. I love using YouTube. I love uploading videos, and I love playing video games and technology. So guess what? I win. It's a win-win for me. I'm having a blast, and this is only going to get better. If they think they're getting rid of me, wait till they see once I get direct capture. I'm going to go right for the throat. It's as simple as that. We're going to have an awesome channel here. Aside from the gameplay and the direct capture, I got some amazing series coming. I got my podcast, episode 2, in May. I'm going to have podcast episode 3, the E3 special in June. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff, more unboxings, more, Sean checks it out. It's going to be sick. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to have a retro gaming finds and treasure pickups series where I show you guys how I hunt for stuff on eBay, all my gaming techniques on how to find stuff cheap. We're going to be talking about more about gaming pickups. I'm going to show my strategy guide collection off, which is over 1,000. I may not have the subs that those guys, these big collectors have, but I could definitely give them a run for the money. I got a lot of shit here. And I've been saving and collecting since I was a kid, and I've been adding to the collection ever since. So I can't wait to really show this to you guys and bring direct capture to the channel. We're going to really cover a lot of shit here on the channel. So this is a big update, but I did want to talk to you about a lot of things that were on my mind. And, it's nice to give my viewers a heads up so they know where the heck I'm going and what to be expected. And, that's just a little bit of what's coming this week. The gist of this video was to tell you what's coming in the future to the channel. And I hope you guys are excited as much as me. And last but not least, I do want to talk about one thing. Project Spark. Okay, those of you that have been following me on Twitter have been hearing me talk about this fucking program. A game/program that, in my personal opinion, is beyond amazing. Hats off to Microsoft for bringing this to the systems and the PC. I gotta be honest with you, I'm completely blown away by it. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, to get inspired, I went into the user-created files to see what these people were developing, and I was blown away. I saw one that was like a recreation of Skyrim. I saw one that was a recreation of Zelda. I am freaking blown away. Now, I'm getting to something. I want to cover Project Spark, and those of you that don't know about it, I'm going to explain it. But Project Spark is a video game community where you can actually create video games and share them with people. Kind of like Little Big Planet. But I'm going to be honest with you. This is pretty damn intense, and I'm going to get to why I think that. There's something, I don't know if I'd ever explained on the channel, because I was talking about this on Twitter, and somebody said to me, hey, I never knew you did that. I am a video game developer. I took it up in college for about 4 years. I used a program called Maya. I used programs called 3D Studio Max. I did that on the side with photography. When I did Photoshop and graphic design, I also took game development, animation. We were a one-person team. And then I was actually selected on the end of the 4 years for the final college project to do it. And we made like a 10-minute CG movie. And I did a lot of the lighting and the sculpting. I did a lot of code. I'm very good at code. And, I never really got into it as a business aspect because it's kind of hard to where I'm at, where I'm living now. It's not really anything that you can go out and apply for. It's kind of like more of the city. But I do have a background of it, and I'm actually pretty good at it. As far as sculpting, as far as animating, as far as building, and also code. That's right, code. Meaning telling the character what to do and how to put the information into what they call the brain of the subjects. So with that knowledge, I definitely fell in love with Project Spark because the way that they have it laid out is so much easier than a lot of these intense programs. It's so much more welcoming. And I had the idea to bring that knowledge to the channel, meaning I would like to cover Project Spark on the channel and maybe do some tutorials, maybe show you how I know some code, give you guys, if you're thinking about dipping into Project Spark, here's some easy lines of code that you should know to get you off the basics off your feet. Show you on the Xbox One the level that I created. I'm creating my own game. It's called Goblin Island. It's about 80% done. I'm animating it. I'm writing the script right now. It's fucking looking amazing. I'm actually quite proud of myself. I've been doing it all my own code. With some help of some other great YouTubers that have been using Project Spark before me, because even though I know about video game development and creating and code, I've never used the work module of Project Spark. I had to learn where the tools were. I had to learn where the menus were, and it's quite intense. I literally spent the past 3 days on that program from 3 in the morning till 10 at night the following day. Seriously, that's how long I've been working on this project. And my my theory is just like when I started with Photoshop when I was a kid. The more you stay in the program and the more you use it, the more the program becomes very fluid to you. And you don't even think about things. You know where the tools are. I've been getting really involved. I've been creating my own lighting effects, my own particle effects, my own torches, my own character animations. It's going to be a first person adventure game. I have enemy spawns. I have hit detection. I have a stamina bar. I have a health bar. I'm going all out. I'm coding everything from scratch. I'm using nothing that the game provides. I'm wiping the slate clean. I pretty much built the level from the ground plane up, literally. And I want to show that to you guys, and I think it's going to be cool. I'll first start off by showing you my game and actually play through it, what I have so far. And then we'll actually go into the creation tools, and I'm going to actually show you guys how I'm building it. I think that would be cool. I said to myself, you know what? I have Photoshop tutorials on a gaming channel that is a gaming channel by heart. How well would video game creation go? That would go huge, I think. Maybe it'll be an ongoing thing. I'll come back to Project Spark every so often, add some new code, and show you guys some new information. This may be 1,000,000% boring to you. You're like, I'm going on here for a gaming playthrough channel. Why the heck am I watching somebody code a game? You may not find it interesting. I'll have to play it by ear and see how people enjoy it. I'm psyched. And I want to start off slow, and I want to maybe do 1 or 2 in the beginning and show you guys how to do an easy sculpt of a level and how to add trees and how to do some animations and some simple movement and jump code. I'm coding for 2 platforms right now. I'm actually coding the controls for the PC keyboard and mouse, and also the Xbox One and Xbox 360 controller. So I'm actually doing 2, because a lot of the controls are the same between the controllers except for the keyboard and mouse. So I'm actually doing coding for 2 platforms, basically Xbox and PC. I'm going to share that with the channel. I don't want to just jump in and show you the levels, the creation levels of people, and show you mine. I'm going to do that, but then I'm going to actually show you the tools and say, hey, this is how I got my feet into it. This is how I got right into it, and this is the code, and this is this is what I want to do. I honestly believe you guys are going to enjoy it, because I know you will, and I'm enjoying it. And, if you have an appreciation of games, then you're going to really appreciate how much goes into building games, because now I really see it. I mean, I was spending over an hour just on making a stamina bar work and a health bar. So this is really, really amazing technology. And it's Project Spark, and the editor, the gaming editor, is an amazing tool. I will say, as far as creating it, on playing it and testing it, I love using the Xbox One. It looks fucking fantastic and it plays great. I gotta tell you though, designing the game, you gotta do it on the PC. The Xbox ain't cutting it. A project that I did on the Xbox One took me less than half the time on the PC, because with the sculpting and the panning and the mouse and the keyboard, it just ain't working for me with the controller. I'm an old school game designer. I took it on the PC. I took it on the Mac. Xbox One, as far as the creation tools, I mean, you could do it. Not for me. I got to be on a PC or a Mac. Well, PC, because it doesn't run on Mac. So I'm over on the other end of my studio on the Dell, on the dual monitor Dell, and I've been creating it, and then I've been jumping on the Xbox to test it. That's how I've been coding the game. I'm proud of myself. I really like how this game is coming. It's nothing dramatic. It's very simple. But I'm doing it as a basis to show you guys what's possible, and then you can take it to the next step. Who knows? Maybe after this I'll really do an involved level, and I'll just start from scratch again. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's time consuming though. I will say it's taken up a lot of time. So we'll see. It might be something that I continually go back to. I don't know. Project Spark will start soon. Gameplay footage and actual tutorials on how to build stuff. I can't wait to show it to you guys. I'm pumped. That's a long channel update. I know. I'm sorry. What's coming this week? Just know that Final Fantasy's coming, Lightning Returns, app reviews are coming, unboxings are coming. As far as everything else, stay tuned. Okay? With any hope, I possibly might even have a Project Spark video out this week. I got to see what I get done recording, and also got to see the progress of my game. What I do want to do is I want to start a second game from scratch, because I'm just going to confuse you if I go into my editor and you're going to see like 29 lines of code, and you're going to say, what the hell? It's easier for me to start over just for the tutorial, and then I could go back to my adventure game from time to time. So that is Project Spark. It's amazing. It's an amazing piece of hardware and software. It's sick. And you know what? I think this is going to get a lot of people into game editing and coding, and it's great for the indie scene. It's going to really get a lot of people interested. Like I said, I've done it before, but I haven't really done it since college, and I haven't done it since I was interning. I haven't touched a set of code or game sculpting and game, creation tools forever, because there's just no time, and especially with Photoshop and photography and video gaming and PC repair. I just, why would I go back to that? Project Spark gives me the spark, basically, to get back into it and cover it on the channel. And there's so much to it. There really is. It's a world to be explored. And I'm still learning, and I'm still coming across stuff in Project Spark. I'm actually going to jump into it today. I'm actually building another torch, and I'm lighting it. And I've actually built these caves. I actually built these mounds, and I cut them out with a sculpting tool, and I've actually built caves. And it's going to be kind of like a Skyrim kind of, adventure, where you go through caves and dungeons and stuff. I'm building it. It's coming along. I can't wait to share it with you guys. And some people have freaking amazing talent. I've tried some, like I said, user levels, and they're just coming along amazing. And mind you, this is still only in beta. So there are glitches. I've come across some glitches. I've come across some of the code glitchings in the code, but it's a beta. I'm not worried about it. It's all good. Get in the pit and try to love someone. Remember Kid Rock? Take care, everybody. And I hope you join me for our next couple of months of gaming goodness. And this week also, full content, fresh new content jam-packed for you guys. Subscribe, follow me. Take care. I'll see you next week on the next channel update. Bye-bye.